Hey, I'm Mark, and we're on a couple-day trip in the Alabama Delta. We're going to be going to some ancient Indian mounds, and exploring around and having some fun, and I'm going to show y'all some tips and some of the gear we chose to use on this trip. We'll see y'all in the bayou. But I can lean back with this and just kind of hold you. Yeah. Last time I didn't have this, it's got a low base on it, and there was no leaning back unless you laid down backwards on the kayak. It's really an unstable kayak, and I'm used to it. Water's definitely getting a little deeper in here. You got them on the wrong end. Let's see a sign. Let's say and look at the base on that thing. Crazy. You can see how the Indians use this as highways. These canals just go for miles and miles. We haven't seen any alligators yet, but we've seen some tracks. Yeah, I heard they killed a state record alligator. How big was it? 14 foot, 2 inches, 838 pounds. Holy cow, that's bigger than my kayak. Bigger than most of our kayaks. Well, you can see how the Native Americans use this as a highway. Because it sure would be hard to get around on the land part. I don't see anywhere we can camp, Mike. It's real low in here. Other than in the hammocks, we're gonna have to be picky. Feels good to be out of that kayak for a little bit. Yeah, the Indian mounds are like 1,000 years old. They carried all this mud in baskets. It's crazy how much labor they must have done. Well, we made it to the mound. It is huge. It's about 1,000 years old, and they believe that the Indians, Native Americans, traveled here from all over Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida for religious ceremonies here. There's about 10 mounds in this area. This is the biggest one. It's like 45 feet tall, big as a football field. They carried all that dirt in baskets and piled it up. It's just overgrown right now. When the Europeans came, they kind of pushed the Native Americans out of the Delta area here and basically on the reservations. But as we climb up this hill, kind of like going back in history. Well, we're on top. I think it's about 100 feet tall, not 45. Once we get up here, I know the camera doesn't show it, but it's a pretty good ways down to the bottom down there. Not much to see up here, just total jungle. I can't help but feel like something's watching us. Well, we're leaving the Indian Mound, trying to find a better camp place. Mike's homemade stove made out of a
Bud Light aluminum bottle. Can't see it, but
is it lit?
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
It's lit.
Holy cow.
It takes it a minute to fire off, but
It's pretty neat, dude. I see it flickering now. It starts coming out them holes like a...
yeah, it's so clean you don't see the flame or nothing.
Wow.
It's blue.
Yeah, you can't even see it.
I can see the heat wave.
Yeah, it's still burning. I can't tell if it's coming out the jets yet.
I don't think it's been burning long. I can smell your hair burning.
I know. Yeah.
A little burnt hair in my coffee. Yeah, super light, and it runs off of this fuel.
It runs off of a bunch of stuff.
Get that out of there.
What is it?
A little piece of hair. Burnt hair.
It's flavor, man.
What it is.
Flavor.
You're gonna have their stuff floating all in there. Probably from.
Well, it's boiling. That's pretty fast. We're just making some coffee. Hey, I was going to show you a trick to getting a good night's sleep. If you take and dig you a hole in the ground, I'm using my homemade tomahawk. You want to dig a hole about 1 foot by 1 foot and about 3 inches deep. And then once you get it cleaned out like you want, I'll put some plastic down, and then I'll position the tent over that hole. And that hole is going to be where my hip is. And then I'll put out my sleeping mat and sleeping bag over, and then when I'm sleeping, my hip goes down in that hole. If you lay on your back, it works. Lay on your side, just makes it a whole lot easier to get a good night's sleep. Keep your back straight. Well, we got our 2 hip dents done. See, it's about 2-3 inches deep, about 1 foot by 1 foot. We kind of place the tent, get it just right. I was going to give you a quick view of some of our first aid. Of course, I've got band-aids and stuff, but I always carry a suture kit just in case somebody gets cut. Got rubber gloves, hemostat. It's even got the deadening lidocaine in it. Pretty cool kit just to have for first aid. Just saw a little baby turtle hatch out of an egg. Well, you can't see him move. We're in a cypress area. You can see all these little funny looking roots sticking up all around this massive cypress tree.
He's trying to bite.
Yeah, I'll do a whale for you. While he's videoing? No, I'm talking about the other whale.
Y'all just watch for alligators.
Dun, 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 dun.
And Mike, you're halfway across already. That fire feels good on my back. I'm freezing. I don't know how they can stay in that cold water.
I bet it feels good to them now, though.
Well, we're leaving our campsite.
What?
We had a lot of mosquitoes last night. It was really late evening. It was really bad. I don't recommend coming in the Delta in the fall. It's just too many mosquitoes. Well, we got about 5 or 6 more miles back to the landing. Hope y'all enjoyed the trip, and we'll see y'all on our next adventure. Thanks for watching.